Hi guys, how are we doing today? I hope we're doing really amazing, really spectacular. Okay, yeah, what was I gonna say? So this video, see how I'm getting to the topic before I ramble on? I feel like in my last video, I literally was like, I just put chapstick on. The first 2 minutes of me putting chapstick on, yeah, I would have clicked off as well. To the majority of you guys that clicked off and during the chapstick phase of the last video, I understand. Because when I was rewatching the video, trying to find a clip to like repost or something, I was like, goodness, I'm about to click off. But I think it was 14 people that watched all the way through. Mwah, you have my heart in you now. In you. Yeah, I kind of like that. You have my heart in you. We did a heart transplant by watching that video. Anyways, this video is called To Yearn. No, what is it called? Do you ever yearn? Yeah. I'm quoting Seinfeld, y'all.
Do you ever yearn?
Yearn? Do I yearn?
I yearn.
You yearn?
Oh, yes, I yearn. Often I sit and yearn.
Okay, this is how you know my parents are born in the 70s. They're obsessed. My father, I think his favorite show is Seinfeld. I'm almost positive. And I mean, it's a great show. And that line is so good. And Jerry is asking the little short guy, and I don't remember anybody's names right now besides Jerry and Kramer. Anyways, the short guy is like, no, but I crave. I was just watching a ContraPoints video and she mentioned it, and then I was like, oh, I want to talk about this too. But for myself, this is no ContraPoints, okay? I'm not doing some research. I'm not gonna bring out. I'm like ContraPoints. So we're talking about Twilight, and then she brings up Mozart or something. Like, no. I am not that well read, to put it frankly. That's a terrible way of putting it, but that's the real way. So let me grab some juice real quick. So, everyone, I'm going to get knockoff Skims. It's kind of hard to, there we go. To Yearn. WTF. I have been, and there's a video on my watch later that's titled this name that I'm about to say. 20-something, except she doesn't say 20-something. 24 and never been in a relationship, something like that. I'm not 24, I'm 22. I always say 20-something. The cats are going crazy. I always say 20-something to just get, all the 20-year-olds, because I feel like it's just 20-something. I'm not SZA, but we get the point, right? 20-something and never been in a relationship. WTF. And you think I wasn't clocking this shit when I was in high school? Middle school relationships, I was like, come on, guys, we're in middle school. Whatever. During high school, I started to look around and I was wondering now, okay, what is wrong with me? Because how come you're talking to someone? How come you have a boyfriend? How come you have a girlfriend? How come you guys are in relationships and I'm kind of just left out? College hits. Okay, well, this is my time. College ends. Now what? I'm supposed to meet someone naturally. I'm just going to be walking somewhere and meet somebody and they're going to be like, Selah, how I have longed for you from afar. Will you be my girlfriend? And then I'm supposed to say yes? Because if someone says that to me, I'd say 911, hello, someone has been longing for me. But then I'd also probably be like secretly, someone's been longing with me. I feel like, let me not make this joke because I feel like this freaks on the internet actually. But there is like this underlying thing of like what is wrong with you when you haven't been in a relationship and you get to my age. You get to the old age of 22 something. But I mean, yeah, I watch what is the Love on the Spectrum, and I love the show. I don't watch it regularly, but if I'm out somewhere and they're playing it, I'll watch it. I started watching it at my friend's wedding actually, and these cats are crazy. He's having fun. I'm happy for him. Goodness. This is why I can't play that toy at nighttime, because I'm like, you're going to wake up the neighbor. So I have to play it in the morning time right around now. So excuse me. But what was I saying? Goodness gracious. Oh yeah, my friend's wedding. Of course, it's my friend's wedding, okay? And it was a beautiful wedding. And I felt like I looked so awkward there because I was meeting my friends. And I don't know, like oh my God. But anyways, they had a good time. I think they enjoyed the wedding. And that's all that really matters at the end of the day. And my friends, I mean, most of them are couples as well. Married couples, in fact, okay? My friend was the last one in their friend group to get married. Besides one other girl. And she was also single. So it was me and this other girl who's also single, okay? And there was this joke at the after party, which is pretty much just us at the Airbnb. We all went outside. We were in the fucking mountains. We smoked. And I think it's something about being in the mountains in the higher altitude that literally made me higher. Like, the rest of the night, I was like... And I felt so bad because my friend was like, Selah, come on, dance. And I was like, girl, I'm in a different dimension right now. I felt so bad. Oh my God, I should have drunk more than I smoked. But at the end, I was so high. And then I was like, no, I need to start drinking so I can become fun and drunk. And then it just didn't work. I was just high and then sleepy. And I was like, yikes. This is the worst I could have done. But it was fine. I mean, at the end of the day, it was a beautiful night. And it was fun to meet all of our friends and all of their friends. Because I'm friends with both of the couples. Or both halves of the couple. Yeah. And meeting all of them and all that stuff. But there was this one joke with obviously like, oh, we should, instead of throwing the bouquet, we were just going to have you two fight, the two single people. And that's obviously a joke, right? And I, high out of my mind, was like, and I'm joking, but I don't think I'm joking. In my head, I literally said, I would kill her. And everyone's laughing, right? And I'm laughing too because I'm like, oh, that's so funny. I'm hilarious. But part of me was like, if you're telling me all I had to do was beat one bitch up, and then I'm suddenly in a relationship, like, let me fight that girl today, especially that target. I was like, I could beat her in a fight. I could, if it was to go down, if the bouquet thing was real, if I was to get that bouquet, and the only way to get to that bouquet was wrestling a girl, I think I could have wrestled her. I'm not saying I could fight everyone, but I could get her. I think. I don't know. I've never fought her before. Maybe she had something up her sleeves. Maybe she could have like one good hook and I'd be down. I don't know. But in my head, I was like, no, I want this more. Excuse me. I'm a little crazy. But besides that, it was a great time. But obviously, I am looking at all the couples and I'm like, And of course, anytime I meet a couple, and it's not just them, but pretty much anytime I meet a couple and I meet them as a couple, it's not like I'm friends with the girl and then she gets a boyfriend, right? I don't ask this question. Or if I'm friends with the girl first and then I meet her boyfriend, I also don't ask this question. But if I meet you both together, you get what I'm saying? I meet them as a couple. I'm always like, well, how did you guys meet? When did this start? Tell me everything, because I do love a love story, especially on the wedding. I was like, everyone tell me right now, how did you fall in love with each other? And the stories were so cute. And the stories were so normal. I was like, okay, this could happen, this could happen, this could happen. And of course, in my head, and this is terrible, but anytime I have a crush, every single time I have a crush, I do think, okay, remember this moment. Because this is the story we're going to be telling when someone asks, how did you guys get started? How did you guys get in a relationship? This is the story. This is the beginning. So imagine my heartbreak if every single time I get a crush, it ends up in nothing. It ends up with nothing. You know what I'm saying? The dates on Tinder and stuff, I get that not working. It's Tinder. I get it. Okay? The app, I don't think there's gonna be a dating app where people go on there just like actually working for relationships. At least not with men involved. Okay? I just don't see that ever happening because men are lustful, evil creatures. And they're fucking liars too. I mentioned this in the last video, but I know everyone who's watching this video don't watch my other videos, so I'm gonna tell it again, okay? In the past year of 2024, right? We're in 2025 now. In 2024, One of my things I had decided in November. Was talking to some guy on Tinder. I stopped talking to him just because I was going through his profile. Because I was like, I mark people off. I'm like, okay, not you, not you, not you. After I get the matches, I'm like, okay, no. Because I can admit, sometimes on Tinder, I'm a little evil. I just like everybody. So I have more choices. Because what am I supposed to do? Like the people I like? And then realize they don't like me back when they come to my profile? It always pisses me off because I'm like, I look really hot on this profile. I am really hot in real life. I'm like, WTF? Am I not put? It's fine. It's a right thing. That's what it is. It's a right thing. Everybody wants a little white girlfriend or a Mexican girlfriend or an Asian girlfriend. No one wants the black girls. Unless if they're like a freak fetishizing black women, or if they're normal and they do just like black women. But that's in real amount. You either get the freaks that fetishize you, and out of all the fetishizations, I feel like black is, well, fetishized, but like the accents of black, they like it on other races for whatever reason. And then you get the few people that are okay with dating a black girl. Very few people are okay with dating black women. I've learned. WTF. WT fucking F. Okay? WT fucking F. What is that? What the fucking fuck? Yeah, what the fucking fuck? Whatever, okay? And so I was going through his profile, okay? And I was pretty much rereading the part that just says, here for fun. Here for a fling, right? Because that means they're not looking for a relationship. They're not confused about they want to fuck. And that's pretty much it. And I'm not doing that. I do not want to just fuck. What do I get from that? Sex? Sex? Really? No, because like, let's talk about this really, real quick. Men, they really think they're doing something when they're just not. The amount of friends of mine who had to teach their boyfriend how to make them come. And that's not a bad thing. Obviously, communication. As long as the boy, right, is actively trying to learn your body, I'm cool with that. And you can't be saying, hey, I'm not coming. And the guy's like, well, that's not my problem. No, it is your problem, okay? And if the guy is like, you're not coming. How long do I need to eat you out? And I will eat you out twice as long as that. Like, if the guy is fighting for it, good for, that's a good guy. And I'm cool with that. I'm not saying the first time you have to automatically be able to read your mind and just know. If I point my dick in the 45-degree angle, she's going to be screaming my name, That's cool. You don't figure it out right away. But with that mindset, if I know the majority of my female friends who have sex with males, okay, do not come in the early stages of this relationship, they have to teach them how, why would I then, okay, why would this, continue this logic, why would it make sense for women to be interested in just one-night stands? I don't get it. The girls that do one-night stands, I've been there, whatever, cool. I just don't get it because in my head I was like, well, it's a waste of time. They're not gonna make you come. Maybe some guys do. Maybe maybe if you're dating an older guy and he's really been around the pussy, okay? But I'm like, these are children. These are children. I don't like saying that when I'm talking about sex. But these are little boys. That also sounds gross. But you get what I'm saying, right? They are not acting as real men that want to pleasure women. They want to get themselves off, and you're just a tool. And that's how it feels to be underneath them. So anyways, that's why I was like, we're not doing the quick stuff. And when I re-saw his profile, I noticed that the first time, obviously, when I started talking to him, but when I was re-looking at it, and he was texting me, good morning, beautiful, or whatever, I was like, why is he texting me good morning, beautiful, if he just wants to fuck me by next Tuesday? And then I unmatched, and I was like, okay, done. I'm done on Tinder. I'm deleting my account. Not deleting the app, my account. You know how you can pause the account? And then they say, are you sure you want to delete it? I said, I'm sure. I'm sure. Deleted it. I no longer exist on Tinder. And I probably need to do that from Bumble and Hinge, but I haven't been on either one of those apps in literally years. So it's no point to just keep it paused, I guess, for eternity. Who cares? But with that happening, and I was thinking that's so revolutionary. Look at me. I'm done with the dating apps. I'm done with the dating. And that's why I said, I was like, I'm done with dating. I'm not even going to be looking for a guy. I'm done. And then I met up with a friend like right before New Year's Eve. Or I think it was the day after. Like it was January 2nd, okay? I hang out with a friend of mine. And we're talking, obviously, and we're like going. She's like, "Tell me about 2024," and I'll tell you about 2024. And of course, we're both the girly girls. So at some point, we're like relationships of 2024. Like go through my mind, and I'm like, "Oh, well, I'm done with dating, yada yada yada." But you go back, and I'm looking back, and I'm thinking, and I realized, oh my God, I did not go on a single date of 2024. I did not go out once as a date in 2024. I didn't. What? Let me do that one more time. What? Where have I been? What was I doing? And so now I'm like, this whole revolutionary moment. I'm done with dating. Girl. That's like also saying, I'm retiring from NASCAR. You've never driven a NASCAR. What are you talking about? You're done with dating? You didn't date for a whole year. They were done with you, you dumb bitch. And I felt so embarrassed as soon as I had to rack my mind on that. And it wasn't like I hadn't tried in 2024, because obviously I was on the dating apps. Whenever I'm on a dating app, I can only try so hard though, okay? I remember at least 3 different times on Tinder in the past year. Maybe one on Hinge, maybe. I think it was on Tinder though. I had 3 different dates it was supposed to happen, right? The first date maybe like, let's say it was in February or March. And we're talking and we set up a date, okay? He asked me, want to go on this date? Yeah, totally, sure, I'm down. The day comes, he ghosts me. He stops talking to me. The date never happens. Oh, well, fuck you, I'm done with Tinder. I delete the app, not the account, the app. And then I downloaded it again, and the same thing happens 2 more times. So 3 different times, I was talking to 3 different men in quotation marks, of course. They asked me out. And then the day of the date, they either ghost me or they cancel and they never talk to me again. And I remember even like one guy even texted. I was like, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? Like, why do they do that? I just don't get that. It just pisses me fucking off. It pisses me off. That's just so embarrassing. No dates at all. And now I'm kind of at this point where we're on a mukbang here. Now I'm at this point where I'd have to meet someone in real life. But it's fine. I'm not even looking. I'm not even going to have a crush. The plan is no crushes 2025. That's a fucking revolution of mine. I don't get crushes often. I get like maybe 1 good crush a year. Maybe 2. Okay? And like I said, every time I get a crush, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, this is the beginning of our story. And I can admit that makes me a little crazy, but whatever. And of course you tell your friends, and you're like, he's so cute, and he did this, and our hands brushed one another. I was saying that. I was like, our hands brushed. What? Our hands brushed. That was the moment for me. Okay? That's how early this crush was. Never went out on a date. Never, like, talked intimately. Never even really texted. And clearly, I mean, I always think people like me more than they do. I mean, this is why I've had so many failed dates, I'm sure. And while that's going on, I'll be telling my friends about them. And they're like, oh, cool, oh, cute, and yada, yada, yada. Oh, what are you going to do to try to get him? You should ask him to this. You should do this. You should, and all that stuff. And I do it. I'm not like the most shy person. Like, I'll ask someone, hey, want to hang out? Whatever. And I don't consider that a date. I think, let's get to know each other. Let's hang out. And I think I've asked this guy maybe twice and it never happened. He was like, he said yes and then he would never show up, which is fine. And that's fine, right? But when you're in the moment, you're like, okay, maybe I need to ask him a different way. Like a crazy point. Like that's obviously a sign, a very polite way of saying, dude, I don't fucking like you. Please do not keep bothering me. But me, the crazy person, is trying to like what, lure him into a trap or something. And the trap is me, I suppose. And you know, by the time it's all said and done and the crush is done with or whatever, your friends can now talk shit about them. And that's what friends are meant to do. And I'm fine with that. And they're like, I don't know what why wouldn't they like you? Why wouldn't he like you? That's crazy. He's missing out. That's ridiculous. And I'm like, no, guys, it's like, it's whatever, but I want to hear it. I'm like, yeah, what else you have to say? Yeah, why else is he a stupid moron and ugly? Yeah, he is kind of ugly, I guess so. No, he's beautiful. And I love him. But I want to hear the bad stuff, right? That all my friends want to say. But realistically speaking, I do know if it was reversed, is this cat really about to get on my fucking nerves? Sorry. If it was reversed and a guy was hitting on me over and over again, I don't think I was hitting on him over and over again. I'm not, at least I never thought of it as hitting. That's my personality. I talk to people, and then as soon as I make one friend, I'm like, want to hang out? And I do this so often that is like another resolution. I need to stop trying to make friends. That sounds terrible. Sometimes it's embarrassing for me to like go through my DMs of like, and this is like classmates and like stuff like that, saying, hey, I'm going XYZ, do you want to come with us? Hey, I would want to grab a brunch together? Hey, and them saying, oh, I'm sorry, I'm busy that day. Like, more than, oh my goodness, I need to start catching a sign. But in my head, anytime someone says I'm busy someday, I'm like, they probably are busy that day. I should think of another day. Oh my goodness, how embarrassing. How fucking embarrassing. But I mean, like, anyways, yeah. So, like, if a guy is asking me multiple times, do you want to hang out? And I say multiple times, you know, I pretty much am saying no. And maybe I'm not saying the word to no exactly. Like, obviously, no, you don't deserve somebody to like you. That sentence is a flawed sentence. But you get what I'm saying? The statement of it, you don't. No one, just because you like someone, that doesn't mean they have the obligation of liking you back. You know? And, of course, that was, like, so hard to think of because, I mean, why wouldn't you like me? And, obviously, my life is a movie, and this phase of the movie is the rom-com, and I'm the main character, and you're the crush, so really just say your fucking lines and get this over with so we can be happy and in a relationship. And that's what I'm thinking while I'm in the moment. I'm like, why are you making this so hard? But outside of it, I'm like, oh my goodness, is it possible? And you guys tell me, this is a theory I'm walking up, but is it possible that I have my own life and he too? Oh my goodness. Isn't he so cute? He was just looking in the mirror. Okay. And he too has his own life? What? And so in his own life, he has his own group of people that he likes? What? And this is another reason why I can't be dating. Because if I have now, okay, there's a peanut right between my two front teeth. I was like, I can't do that. Because now I'm like, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, because I know in a relationship, I do want someone who's totally and utterly mine, like totally obsessed with me. Not obsessed with me in a crazy way, but like, you know, like I want someone I can order around a bit. That sounds terrible, but I've just decided this is the new thing I want. And I think it's easier to decide exactly what you want, total, absolute specifics, especially when you decide you're done dating. Because that way, no one's gonna be that person. You know, that person that I've created in my head. It does not exist, unfortunately. But I'm going to write him. And in my book, or in my script, on the notes app of my laptop, he is real. And when I close my eyes, I can see him. Okay. Yeah, my point is, I'm done dating, because I need to just further understand that people have their own lives, people have their own prerogatives, and unfortunately, just because I like someone doesn't mean they have to like me back. And that is cool, and I understand that now. And I've been understanding that, and it's I get it. It's whatever. And it's totally chill. But now, ignoring that, okay? Not to single off that one crush. That was one example. I've obviously had more than one crush, and obviously none of those crushes have liked me enough for us to date, because here we are. And it does make you start thinking, especially when you're on apps like Hinge. Hinge, the app meant to be deleted. Yeah, totally. Fuck you guys. What the hell are you guys doing showing me the fuggliest people on earth? And I mean fucking ugly. Are you kidding me? It pisses me off sometimes when I'm on Hinge, because I'll look at the people that like you or whatever. I'm like, why are you showing me these people? These like cryptids from the deepest part of the earth. You can see in their eyes that they have not seen the sunlight. You can see the dirt under the fingernails, how they have to dig out of their hole so they can get some Wi-Fi, so they can like that one photo of me. Fuck that. No. And I start thinking, do I need to lower my standards? Do I need to get with an ugly guy? And you know what? If I end up with an ugly guy, best believe he better be hilarious. Because you know that thing, he makes me laugh. And if that's true, then that's true. But I'm not laughing on Hinge. This is serious. It's a dating app. It's about looks. If you're on a dating app, it's about looks. If you're on a dating app, it's about looks. And too many girls, they go for the guy. I can go for a normal guy. I'm not like other girls, and I care about personality. It's a dating app. You don't know them. If I met someone in real life and I got to know their personality, and I want conventionally the most beautiful, attractive people, but since I know their personality from real life and I fall in love with them, that's one thing. How am I going to get to know your personality on an app? Fuck off. If the picture is the biggest thing on the screen, on the app, obviously that's the first thing I'm looking at. And it doesn't matter if I scroll and under the about me, you've written the most beautiful poem ever. You know what I'm going to be thinking? I'm going to be thinking, why is this nigga writing poetry right now? And then I'll swipe the other way. I don't remember which way is left and right. Anyway. I don't remember if left is yes and right is no. My goodness. These peanuts, man. They get in your teeth, and then slowly they eventually fall. It's kind of gross to do that, but like, I was gonna go down there anyway. So like, let's speed up the process, right? Whew. Right now, my head hurts so much. It feels like I had a hangover. I have not been drinking. I'm doing dry January. I'm doing a little longer than January. I'm doing it until Valentine's Day. We'll talk about why in a moment. But yesterday, and not only have I been doing that, but I've been eating super healthy as well. Yesterday, I pretty much drank no water all day, though. I had tea, but no actual water. Whoopsies. Ends up, water is good for you. And I ended the night. I bought a water bottle. I bought Smart popcorn. I bought some protein cookies. And then I bought like a small roll of candy, like 110 calories worth of candy. And then I ate all of it at once. And since I've been eating so healthy in the past couple of days, I think my body's like, what did you do to us? What did you fucking do to us? So now I'm just drinking water, and I'm like, it's the morning and I can still feel that awe in my stomach. And clearly in my brain as well. I woke up this morning, I took 2 Excedrins, and I'm like, why aren't you all the way in there yet? Anyways, yeah, dating apps confuse me because it makes me think I'm beneath the the goal I'm looking for in a relationship. And so that's another reason I can't be on these dating apps, because there's no way I'm as ugly or uninteresting as these people are, especially on a dating app. Because that's the other thing. You can be one of those nice girls that's like, I'm gonna date somebody for the personality, and let's pretend you can actually get to know somebody's personality on a dating app. Let's pretend that's real, okay? When that ugly motherfucker starts treating you like shit, and you're a 10, and you have a number 2 talking to you like you're a 5, that's bad. That's a terrible way of saying it. Everybody's beautiful. We shouldn't think of people as numbers, and we shouldn't think of people as numbers. But I have to make a point, okay? You'll come back to watching this video, and you'll realize, if the majority, if I was going to be in a relationship where someone treated me like shit, I'd rather that person be beautiful. Like, not saying I want to be treated like shit, but like, to have an ugly person treat me like shit, that's like a little worse. And I don't know what's up with that, but it hurts a little more. Like when the popular girl is really mean and you're like, but you have fucking braces. That's a bad example. That's like very, but imagine that in like an early 2000s high school movie kind of way, right? Point is, I know there's a big chance that in a relationship you're going to get in a fight with a man, and I just don't think I can get in a fight with a man, with an ugly man, and not lose my cool. And be like, he's saying something like, and you know what? Maybe I don't make you come, but you barely put out. And I'll be sitting there like, he had it coming. He had it coming. I would never kill anybody. Anyways, that's now to the real part. What's the real part? What time is it before I keep on talking? You guys are on my phone, so. Okay, I've got some time. I'm not dating anyone or anything right now, but I still do. And I am also telling myself I'm not going to be dating anyone, right? And I've mentioned that already. I know I'm repeating myself, but I have to repeat myself to get to another point. That's how my brain works. My apologies for having an annoying brain. God. And I was telling that to my friend back in New Year's Eve. See how we're circling back? Or January 2nd, okay? And she had recently gotten a relationship. When I say recently, I mean 8 months ago. But for me, it was recent news. She posted the guy. I did not realize that was her boyfriend. I was like, oh, I thought that was like a GBF or something. But okay, boyfriend, great. And I told her that. And it was like laughing. He's artsy. You never know with these artsy boys. You just never know. And I was like I was like, oh my goodness. She got a gay looking straight man. That's the dream. That's the dream. But anyways, she's happy in this relationship and I'm happy for her. And when I then told her, well, I'm done with dating and everything, of course she wants to say, no, well, I hope you find somebody. And I have to be there like, don't hope that for me. And she's like, no, I really do, because you're a good person and you deserve someone. Stop it. Don't hope this on me. Well, I'm like, stop hoping this for me. Please. And that's like, and she does hope it for me, and good, whatever, fine. But when I hear that, I'm like, do I need this pity now? Is that how pathetic I seem? I have this amazing green juice. It's gone now. And it's so good. It's like 100% juice. I can feel my headache leaving me. Anyways. I'm going to set that right there real quick. But, oh. I'm sorry. The way these cats play with one another, I'm like, I don't know how your ass hasn't been beaten yet. I guess sometimes he does. Sometimes my other cat will just be slamming this nigga to the floor. And I'll be looking at him while he's on the floor. And I'm like, well, do you deserve to be down there? And he kind of looks back at me and he's like, this is him on the floor. Yeah. No one's being hurt in this cat relationship. They love one another. They groom each other. They're very cute. Oh, they're the best cats ever. Anyways, it's like an embarrassing ritual. I hope that you find somebody. Stop. You're gonna find someone that really loves you and like understands you. Shut up. I hope I don't now, just to curse you, okay? No, don't hope that for me. That's so embarrassing. It feels like some pity party going on. And that's like, I'm telling you, I'm done with dating. And that's the response. And I know that wasn't her intention or anything. But I was like, goodness gracious, you make me feel like I'm a fucking loser. You know, that needs somebody's prayers, thoughts and prayers that this girl gets a boyfriend. Please, no, thank you. Okay? And, but despite me saying that, of course, it's not like I'm, you know, now that I'm like, I'm done dating. I'm cured from my loneliness or anything. Obviously, I still get sad that I'm single, and I'll be single probably for the rest of my life, I presume. And I know that's a terrible thing to say or whatever, but I mentioned this very briefly. Love on the spectrum, circling back around. Love on the spectrum. There's some people on that show, and that you can see they're acting in a relationship, and you think that relationship is going to last a long time, and you're so happy for them. But there's also some of the people, and they go on the dates, and they keep going on the dates, and nothing is working out. And I can't help but think, like, ugh. That's not fair. How come they don't get to? And, you know, it's like, there's this older gentleman on it. And he said he's never had a girlfriend. I'm almost positive he said he's never had a girlfriend. And when I say older, I'm like, he's in his 60s or 70s. And at that point, I'm like, well, what do you even do? How do you get the dating age at 70 years old? This isn't Golden Bachelor. This is Love on the Spectrum. And he's talking about how, you know, when he was a kid, obviously they didn't know what being on the spectrum or having autism or any of that stuff like really was. And how this has obviously impacted his entire life. I mean, being single until you're 70. And I know people personally who, I mean, they're not 70, but they're still single. And they're adults. And you're like looking at these people. And you realize everybody finds somebody. It's like a myth. Everyone doesn't find somebody. A lot of people do, sure, fine, whatever. But not everyone. And I think there are plenty of people, whether it's because of their circumstances, the way they are, like a personality trait, the way they look, like whatever. And maybe they just haven't met that right person that just makes them alone forever. And we're all being told that, well, relationships is what you need. You need to find that significant other. I mean, isn't that like one of the Greek myths? Zeus cuts everybody. We used to be human beings with 4 limbs, right? 4 arms and 4 legs and 2 heads. But Zeus did this terrible attack because he's an asshole. And he cuts everybody in half. And so now for the rest of our lives, we're looking for our other half. And i.e., you've got your soulmate, literally. Well, what if my other half is in some like far off country and I'm never going to meet him? So what's the point? You know? And there's so many people, and it's like so sad to watch the people who are older on Love on the Spectrum who want to be in a relationship. Because I would like to think that if I make it to 70, if I've never been in a relationship, I hope that at that point I'm just used to it. And I hope that I don't want it anymore. Because I'm like, I can't have this feeling in my heart forever. You know what I mean? This want. It's the worst feeling ever. It doesn't go away. Every single night. This is like so dramatic. But every single day. Not every single day. And this is the main reason I'm like, you need to stop thinking, you need to get out of this mindset. And that's why I'm trying so hard to be like, you're not dating. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. Stop looking for him. He may not exist. And I'm just telling myself that's fine. Because every night I go to sleep and I wake up and I'm like, okay, another day of looking for him on the low key. And then every night I go to sleep and I'm like, okay, another day and you still haven't found him. And now what? And it's worse when you're on the dating apps because you think you're being told, well, people, you get to talk to all these people that you wouldn't normally talk to. And you're talking to them and you set up the dates and the dates are canceled and you realize, oh, it doesn't matter that I have access to more people. They still don't want you. More people still don't want you. Cool. And I don't know. I felt like if it was going to happen, it was going to happen in like college, you know, where I'm meeting new classmates or whatever. But for whatever reason in college, I never did that great, like talking to all my classmates. Like I had one friend in class. And I'm like, damn it, why didn't I make more friends in the class specifically? And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And it's not like I don't have friends. I have friends, and most of them are coming from work. But I don't have a relationship from work either, right? And I'm just like so tired of the whole looking. And it's just like, you can only be told no so many times. I mean, that's me applying for all these stupid fucking jobs where you have to enter in your resume. Come here, put your resume in. Okay, great. I uploaded my resume. Okay, also, what was your first job? Okay, what was your second job? What was your third job? Did you not just read that on the fucking resume? Why am I typing this up for you again? Anytime I do that, I just put one job now. I'm just like, I'm done. You have the fucking resume. Look at that. Don't ask me for two things. Fuck you for doing that. And I'm sure you guys are like, well, Selah, now you're not going to get a job because other people are going to put 5 different things in that part. Fine, then I won't get a job. That's why I'm trying to YouTube, okay? Whatever. It's not like they care about you anyways. That's a whole different topic though, isn't that? And I think there's something else about also being like a black girl and just like, obviously, even when I say that, I'm like, I know that's like a thing. Like a lot of black women feel this like crazy loneliness, especially when it comes to the dating spiel. But then there's also black girls that are in relationships, and I'm like, like I'm extremely happy for them. Every time I see a black girl and she's like loved, I'm so happy. But I'm also extremely jealous, and I'm like, damn it, why isn't that me? Where did you find him? What was that? I have the worst headache ever. But, I mean, it's whatever. This is life. This is our life. For free from destiny. I choose you and you choose me. Something like that, right? Except, like, what if I never find someone that chooses me? It's whatever. It's fine. I'll get over it. Eventually, I will. Because what other choice do I have? Okay? In the foreseeable future, I'm not going to bump into anybody that immediately likes me or even asks me out. People don't even ask people out. They just catcall you. And, like, that's another thing. It's like, the people that do be catcalling me or, like, saying, hey, can I get your number, or whatever. They're not even, like, interesting to look at. They're just, like, other fucking losers standing up on the street with a group of guy friends, looking you up and down like you're a goddamn meal. I'm like, is this the choices on my hand? You? It's like a Hinge all over again. You see the cretins on the earth, beneath the earth. These catcallers, I suppose the cretins of the earth then. Because what are you doing here? Like, or like the people that do ask you out are so old. I'm like, why is only old men? Is that the only people I appeal to? Old fucking men? And I'm just like, I'm not at the point where I'm going to change myself, okay? Well, if you dress this way, well, if you act like this, if you do your makeup like this, you can draw the male gaze. Like, I can't change myself for somebody to like me. How does that even sound right? I mean, I can't possibly. I change myself so much to try to deal with conversations and make friends already. The whole reason of having a relationship is so that I don't have to be changed, you know? Fine, I'll change myself for friends. Sure, I'll censor myself, or I'll act a certain way, or I'll laugh at a dumb joke with classmates or co-workers or whatever. But if you're talking about someone that I'm supposed to love, like, that's the one time I'm supposed to be myself. Bitcoin is now at $103. Why am I getting notifications for that? Ooh, wait. I think maybe I could stretch the headache off. Okay, anyways. I'm so sleepy right now. But I have to go to work. And then I have another shift right after work today. Like, pretty much directly after. Just like I had yesterday. But we're gonna manifest hella tips and fun people and goodness all around. Check me out on Instagram, Selah Marie Baby. TikTok, if it's still here, is Selah Marie Baby. Lemon 8, Selah Marie Baby. I have not posted there yet, but maybe I'll start posting. Red Notes. I don't know if I'm ever gonna actually start doing Red Notes, but if I do, I'm sure I'm gonna call myself Selah Marie Baby. Anything else? YouTube Shorts, Selah Marie Baby. Just everything is Selah Marie Baby. Okay, you know where to find me. And I will keep you guys updated on this whole no dating thing. And maybe one day it'll be normal and I won't be like lonely anymore. There's this terrible quote. This is terrible because I'm not going to even tell you the context of how she says it. Because when she said it, I felt bad for taking over her words and making it mean something else, because she did not mean it like this, and her situation was so much deeper. And if you know where this quote is coming from, then you'll be like, Selah, what the fuck's wrong with you? But pretty much she says, every time night comes, I'm disappointed, because that means another day and in my head, when she said that, I was like, another day I'm single, which is terrible because she did not say it. She did not say single. And I actually do pray for her regularly, because that's all you can do. Thoughts and prayers. I hope she's doing okay. Oh my God, I'll tell you guys. You guys are like, what are you talking about? She was a homeless woman. She slept in her car, and she was like, every day she goes to sleep, she's upset because that means another day she's gonna wake up without a home. And really, that is the way this American system is set. When you lose the money, it's almost impossible to gain it back again. And that's obviously, being homeless and being single are obviously not on the same levels at all. But I will say that when she said the hate for nighttime, I did relate in that. I do kind of hate nighttime. And that is it. Because what a terrible way to end it. But it's just the way it is. Oh, I forgot to mention Valentine's Day. Yeah, so I'm not drinking until Valentine's Day. I stopped drinking, I think, when I came back to Savannah. So that was like January 4th, okay? So a little bit over a month. And so this is going to make Valentine's Day more bearable. I do love the holiday. I love the pink. I love the cutesiness. But it just makes your loneliness more amplified because you're single and all that stuff. And it's not like but anyways, saying 3 sentences at once, Christ. But anyways, I was out with my friends. I was the DD, obviously. And they were like, Selah, when are you drinking? And I was like, Valentine's Day. And they're like, we're all going to go out on Valentine's Day. And you'll be my Valentine's. And I'll be the DD. And this is what my friend is saying. So this is my first year. I have a Valentine's. And yes, she's just my friend. But it's still going to be super fun. And she's going to be driving. So I'm going to have 3 pink, cute drinks. And I'm going to be feeling all right. Yeah, find me anywhere, Selah Marie Baby.